Welcome to Era Tech.
What if a simple act of seduction could bring down an entire kingdom? This is the untold story of King Fuchai of Wu, his greatest enemy, Gu Jian, and a woman whose charm changed history forever. It all began in the 5th century BC China, a time of endless wars between rival states. Fuchai, the powerful king of Wu, had defeated his enemy, Gu Jian, the king of Yue. As punishment, Gu Jian was forced to serve Fuchai as a stable hand, caring for his horses. For years, Gu Jian endured humiliation, waiting patiently for his chance at revenge. When Fuchai finally released Gu Jian and even returned his kingdom, it came with one condition. Yue must pay annual tributes of wealth and gifts to Wu. For years, this tribute made Fuchai richer and more powerful. But Gu Jian had a plan. A gift so irresistible it would unravel the mighty Wu kingdom from within. One year, Gu Jian sent something unusual as part of his tribute: 2 stunningly beautiful women. Among them was Shi Shi, a woman of such beauty and intelligence that she could captivate anyone. Her eyes sparkled with confidence, her voice was enchanting, and her every movement exuded grace. When Shi Shi arrived at Fuchai's palace, she didn't just blend in, she stood out. Unlike other women who avoided eye contact with the king, Shi Shi looked directly into his eyes and smiled, a bold move that took Fuchai by surprise. He was immediately drawn to her. Soon, Shi Shi became the center of Fuchai's world. She wasn't just a dancer or a singer, she was an intellectual companion. She discussed politics, literature, and philosophy with the king, impressing him with her sharp mind. She convinced Fuchai that he was wiser than his ministers, urging him to rely on his own instincts rather than their counsel. Under Shi Shi's influence, Fuchai began neglecting his kingdom. His focus shifted entirely to her. One day she asked for a palace of her own, separate from the royal court. Fuchai, eager to please her, ordered the construction of a magnificent palace, adorned with artificial lakes, marble bridges, and intricate gardens. The more time Fuchai spent in Shi Shi's palace, the less he cared about his responsibilities as king. Ministers came with urgent matters, but he dismissed them, preferring to brush Shi Shi's hair or watch her feed the birds. His kingdom, once a symbol of strength, began to weaken. Then, disaster struck. While Fuchai was distracted, Gu Jian secretly rebuilt his army. One fateful day, news reached the king. Gu Jian's forces had invaded Wu and were marching toward the capital. Fuchai panicked, but it was too late. His military was unprepared, his defenses were weak, and his allies had abandoned him. Gu Jian's army surrounded the palace, leaving Fuchai with no escape. Realizing his defeat, Fuchai decided he wouldn't face the same humiliation he had once inflicted on Gu Jian. He chose death over capture and ended his life. What Fuchai didn't know was that Shi Shi had been part of Gu Jian's plan all along. She wasn't just a tribute, she was a weapon, a tool of distraction sent to dismantle his kingdom from within. Her charm, intelligence, and cunning had turned a powerful king into a shadow of his former self. This story is more than a tale of seduction. It's a lesson in the power of isolation and control. By separating Fuchai from his responsibilities and immersing him in a world of distraction, Gu Jian was able to destroy him without a single direct attack. The strategy Gu Jian employed is timeless. It shows how focusing someone's attention on what seems beautiful and harmless can lead them away from what truly matters, leaving them vulnerable to destruction. If this story intrigued you, it's just one of many lessons from history about power, distraction, and control. Don't forget to like this video, comment your thoughts, and subscribe for more untold tales that reveal the hidden truths of human nature and power. And remember, in the game of power, never let distractions control your destiny. Stay focused, stay strong,